What if I told you that I, the NBA hyperholic myself, can make the NBA a better place? Now I know what you're thinking. Who is this guy? Where did he come from? And what do you mean by that? Do we even hoop? Well, let me make this brief. The name is Marski, aka Mar or Ski. Whatever works for you best, honestly. But I am the leader of the one and only Hypotheticals. This is where we talk about the what ifs of the NBA. Some of them may be minor tweaks here and there, however they might be a better situation to the teams included within my videos. Now let's hop right in. The Brooklyn Nets. They're an interesting bunch. And I don't mean to say that with a slight, but let's talk about the entirety of their offseason. Their best player in Kevin Durant requested to be traded. Your second best player in Kyrie Irving couldn't agree on extension terms with the front office. Also, their newly acquired teammate and all-star in Ben Simmons, who's coming back from serious mental and physical health issues. In a sense, everyone has a point to prove this year. But has anyone ever thought, what if they can't put everything together and make it into a well-oiled machine for the regular season, even the playoffs? Well, that's why I'm here to discuss just that. Now that all the dust is settled, let's look at everything they have here. They have a dynamic duo in Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving that can give you a combined 70 points on any given night. Now we have to actually think, what have they usually lacked throughout the years? Defense. Unfortunately for them, it's in both categories, perimeter and interior. With the recent free agent signing of Royce O'Neal and the acquirement of Ben Simmons via trade for James Harden, I'm just not a believer that they're the answers to the Brooklyn Nets problems. Did I mention that they're banking on the evolution of Nick Claxton as an interior paint presence? Good luck with that. But in all seriousness, being a Brooklyn Nets fan, you have to know what comes with it. Watching amazing offense, but watching the defense may be a sight for sore eyes. With an overly aggressive Ben Simmons, who's been in foul trouble these past few games, raising a lot of eyebrows to believe he can't stay on the floor in last-minute situations. With the generational talent in Ben Simmons, that's essentially a 6'11 point guard with limited offensive capabilities, he has taken huge strides on the defensive end, which was thought of to make him an interesting acquirement to the Nets team. Now I know the preseason and season opener shouldn't be judged because everyone is pretty much rusty, but to be honest, it seemed like everyone didn't know where to be on the floor or was very uncomfortable at that. It's clearly a lot of things to clean up there. However, I am a firm believer that this does play a part to coaching, and unfortunately Steve Nash has proven time and time again he's not the right fit. You have veteran coaches out there in Quinn Snyder and Mark Jackson that will fit seamlessly in what they're trying to do. Now I know that Ben Simmons has his own problems that he needs to deal with when it comes to shooting, but we can get into that in a later video. The Brooklyn Nets can make a move that will put the league on notice with this possible deal. The Brooklyn Nets would trade Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, and Royce O'Neal for Rudy Gobert, Kyle Anderson, and Taurean Prince. Now I want you guys to keep a close eye on this potential move, which is going to be included within my next videos. The idea of Ben Simmons in a Timberwolves jersey playing alongside Karl Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell will be insane to watch. Former three-time Defensive Player of the Year Rudy Gobert is the interior force Brooklyn has been needing for a long time now. If he were to move to the Eastern Conference, the balance in power would shift drastically. With the well-known rim-running interior defender who knows his role, it could easily put this team back into the race to the finals. Let's not forget, if there were to be a coaching change mid-season, who's to say that a reuniting of Quinn Snyder and Rudy Gobert alongside two superstars in Kyrie and Kevin wouldn't have them at the top of the league soon enough. The pickup of Kyle Anderson will be an important factor to this team. He's a do-it-all type of player that is versatile in all facets of the game. He's a sound yet versatile defender. He's an excellent passer, and if you haven't noticed what he does on the floor yet, he always makes the right play. Someone like that who knows their role in the team would add so much value to their success. There is one thing that he might add in replacement of Ben Simmons: shooting. As much as everyone says shooting doesn't have to be a part of everyone's game, I truly believe that's false in this day and age. If you look around the league, most centers and power forwards are working on the outside shot now. Spacing is everything when it comes to letting your superstars operate. Don't forget, I did say one more player that wasn't in that trade package: Nick Claxton. In my opinion, he is a new age center that still needs some filling out to do on the physical side. Next move would be Nick Claxton for Gary Payton II, aka the Young Glove. This also plays a part of Damian Lillard asking out of Portland. Just make sure you stay tuned for my next videos to hear that take. If you don't know Gary Payton Jr.'s story, to keep it short, he's been a journeyman in the NBA for quite some time. This man was almost out of the league for good. Before being signed to a one-year deal by the Warriors last year, he requested to be their video coordinator. Can you believe that? Fast forward to now, he found his niche and what he was good at: lockdown defense. Payton is the type of player you assign an opposing team's best player and just simply wreak havoc. Make it as difficult as possible for that player to get into his sets and plays. Adding that to a Brooklyn Nets team will provide their superstars more energy and efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. As you've seen with the Golden State Warriors, he also offered a spacing both shooting and vertically. Some of the plays Payton made standing at only 6'3" were mind-boggling and exciting to watch. My next move would be an interesting yet tactical pickup: a free agent signing of Rajon Rondo. With the backup point guard spot being suddenly available, why not have one of the best floor generals on your team? Rondo is essentially a chess player playing basketball, always 2 steps ahead of your next 6 plays. And let's be honest here, with the current team and the way it's constructed, they need leadership that has won multiple championships. Rondo could offer that leadership burden to encourage those guys to play their best basketball, whether it's making the right read, making that extra pass, putting the key into each teammate's back to make them go. And at the end of the day, leadership matters when it comes to winning teams. To wrap things up, the Brooklyn Nets are going to have an interesting season, even if things don't go the way that I imagined. Just step back and think for a second. With the new and improved lineup of Kyrie Irving, Gary Payton Jr., Kyle Anderson, Kevin Durant, and Rudy Gobert, with notable names such as Joe Harris and TJ Warren coming off your bench, the opportunity will scream for success. Now, to focus on the current, either it can go extremely well and everyone exceeds expectations and win it all, or they could be struggling to make it into the play-in tournament. It all depends on them and the front office to put their best foot forward to make their dynamic duo flow on both sides of the floor. Also, I would like to say thank you for making it this far in the video. If you do like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe so I can keep making more videos for you guys to think about and digest. Make sure you guys leave a comment as well. I'm looking to hear all perspectives. At the end of the day, it is just hoops. And once again, welcome to the Hypotheticals.